Okay, here we are in 4.3. It's our very last video for this. We're in 4.3, page 5b. Originally it's had a what if, but I thought this would be a valuable one to do in class, so I changed it to a try problem for the notes. It's number 44, and we just got done with the one at the top of the page involving a missing coordinate, and the lines were parallel. So I just wanted to read this one through with you before I turn you loose on it, and then we'll cover it completely in class. The line passing through negative 2y and negative 4, 4 is perpendicular to the line that passes through negative 1, negative 2, and 4, negative 1. Find y. So it's the same exact type of problem as the one we just did up at the top of the page at the previous video. You've got a line that passes through 2 points and a line that passes through another 2 points, so you have 2 lines. The coordinate of one of the points of the first line is missing, and they give you a clue about the relationship between those 2 lines. So go back through your notes, use the book, see if you can find where we talked about what it means for 2 lines to be perpendicular, what that will do to the slope to it. Okay, and so I just want to see how far you can get on that one on your own. So hit the pause button. This is going to push you a little bit. I am intentionally challenging you a little bit. Okay, so see what you can do with it. Come back for the answer, and this is one we'll do thoroughly in class together to make sure we're all on the same page. Okay, when you do this, you should end up at the end result that you get a y value of negative 6. Happens to be the same as the one before, but it's actually a fresh problem, 2 different lines here, and they are perpendicular. So if this was a struggle for you, you weren't sure where to start, this did require some problem-solving skills, kind of thinking it through, applying some logic, kind of making that little leap. And that's where I want you to get good at. It's going to benefit you to have enough confidence to forge out on your own and try some things. So we'll cover this completely in class. For those of you that it might be a little bit of a struggle, let's talk about the application exercises. What can you expect? We're in section 4.3, simply called slope. So you can expect that the application exercises they give you are going to use slope formula. Or they're going to have you read off of the graph and use rise over run. Count it off of a graph. Okay, so that's what you can expect with the application exercises. It's some demonstrations of real life slope. Some examples of where slope actually occurs in real life, where we have to think of it in terms of that measurement, that rise over run. Some examples are road grades. When you see a grade of 1% or 15%, they're talking about the rise over the run, how sloped it is. Roof pitches. Again, they're talking about the steepness of a roof when they're talking about the pitch of a roof. Wheelchair ramps. That's another one that they do an example of. There are laws governing, there's guiding rules to how steep the slope of a wheelchair ramp can be to make it safe and usable by those who use chairs. So that should get you through the application exercises. I think the Practice Plus will be one of the ones that kind of is the challenging part of this section. Don't forget to do the review and the preview exercises. We don't want to get rusty. That's why the review is there, and the preview is to then plant the seed for what's coming next. All right, there's just 3 sections left in Math 60. We'll be moving on to 4.4 next. Good job. We'll see you then.